به نام خدا در قدم اول از مهمانان عزیز در این محفل خوش آمدید میگوییم. What a piece of work is man, how noble in a reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animal, eye of a fled, but wherefore I know not. Lost all my mirth, this godly from the earth, seem to me astral promontory, this most excellent canopy. There, look you, this brave overhanging for a moment, this majestical roof, fretted with golden fire, what appears no other things to me, din of fall and pestilence, congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man, how noble in a reason.
In Afghanistan, nothing has alarmed the world more than the status and treatment of women and girls. Before the invasion in late fall of 2001, footage of women in ghostly blue burqas being beaten and even executed for offenses such as wearing high heels or showing their faces in public were broadcast repeatedly. The cries for invasion escalated. 10 years later, things have not changed significantly for Afghan women. The same extreme fundamentalist doctrine dominates the government and law of the land. More and more girls are committing suicide, and hundreds are self-immolating merely to escape being sold to old and powerful men. Today, a man can legally rape his wife. A woman who runs from her husband can be thrown into jail. "33% of drug addicts in Afghanistan are women, triple the world average." Only 30% of girls who can go to school actually do, and of those only 7% continue further than 8th grade. 12-year-old girls are bought and sold, traded into the sex slave market, or abandoned into the streets. "10,000 widows wander the streets of Kabul, alone, starving, still cloaked in the burqa." What the fundamentalists have not destroyed, the perils of war and poverty have. The recollection of Taliban atrocities is difficult to fathom, given the alternative that has been handed the women of Afghanistan. And yet, as hopeless as all this seems, there is something afoot in Afghanistan. Something so simple and universal in its appeal that, in a country where half the population is under the age of 18, promises to be a true and lasting solution. In Dari, it is called the Parwarishka. In English, literally translated, it is the foster haven. The Afghan Child Education and Care Organization is transforming Afghanistan one orphan girl at a time. Founded and directed by Andisha Farid, herself an Afghan refugee from war, Afceco gives girls a safe place in which to grow, to learn, and develop a strong sense of self as equal to boys. To understand how Andisha's vision is so effectively making positive and sweeping change under such embattled circumstances, enter one of her orphanages. See girls performing, studying, running, competitive and free. See the home they create is one of equality, respect, and peace. An Afghan solution to Afghan problems. Come, walk through the gates and see for yourself.
My future is here and now. Yeah.
Very good. Oh, Susan, you want to give it one more try? Okay, I'm listening.
Each day in life is training for myself. Do failure is possible. Living each moment, equal to anyone, ready for everything. I'm alive. I'm this moment. My future is here and now.
Very good. Okay. It's very difficult to stand. The people who began my country, America, the United States, they wrote these words here. On the day they began this country in 1776, they wrote these words. We hold, everyone, we hold.
We hold
These truths.
these truths
To be self-evident.
self-evident
That all men
that all men
are created equal.
equal,
That they are endowed by their Creator
by their Creator
with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of
happiness.
What is, anyone can see one problem here. What is the one problem with this whole thing? What is wrong? One word.
We hold those. This is wrong.
No, that's okay. There's one word that is very, 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 very wrong.
And down.
There.
Amam.
See, we can see it.
We hold these. No, yeah. It is
It is not spelling, it is not grammar, it is a certain word that is not right.
Yeah, it is spells, but she writes with words.
Inalienable, nay.
Liberty.
Liberty, nay. Maria, which word is wrong?
Men.
Men.
Man.
Men. Astana! Good. This is a problem, isn't it?
What's a problem?
What? All men are created equal?
No.
What about
Women.
women?
People.
Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. I'm happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
It is true in Afghanistan as it is true anywhere. Democracy must spring from within. Each of these children already affects dozens of average Afghan citizens just by virtue of her confidence and her mindfulness. Imagine how far-reaching will be their influence as they become adults, in a world where leadership and expertise are so direly wanted and needed. Afceco was there in their beginning, and it will be there to stand behind them throughout their lives. Family is the one universal and uniting power of Afghanistan, and it is one big extended family that these orphanages create from the dust of war and splintered lives.
How dare they try to end this beauty? Walking in space, we find the purpose, peace, the beauty of life. You can no longer hide. Our eyes are